And good evening. It's time now for the Class 7A State Championship match. This is State Volleyball Tournament Week from the Silver Spurs Arena in Kissimmee, Florida. I'm Kelly Neff, and these two teams, well, actually these two schools have been involved in state tournament action before and have championships and hardware in their lockers right now because they have been here numerous times, and now they're facing each other for the state championship in 2012. It is the Venice Indians. They'll be the team in the green, and they'll be going from our left to our right. And the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders of Coach Lisa Zielinski, they are the visiting team. They will be going from our right to our left. They'll be wearing the dark blue uniforms with the gold trim. I'm Kelly Neff, and we're ready to go. Venice versus Aquinas for the Class 7A State Volleyball Championship of the state of Florida. A good crowd on hand. They're vocal, I'll tell you that. We'll be seeing shots of them as the evening progresses, and you'll be able to see just how excited they are, and you'll be able to hear them, I am quite sure. Well, we're ready to go. It's going to be Aquinas. Well, I'm not sure who's going to start off, as the officials haven't given the volleyball to anyone yet, and it looks like it's going to be Aquinas who is going to be starting out with the serve, and we're ready to go if you are too. It is state championship volleyball in Class 7A. The Raiders ready to serve, and we are underway. At the net, we have our first point as Venice gets a kill from Jen Beaumier, and Venice leads it 1-0. Venice, the visiting team, and Aquinas, the home team, despite what it says in your program, if you happen to have one of those. There's the serve, the bump at the net, and the kill attempt is through the block. And then down and back over to the Venice side. And it's going to be a 4-hit, and there will be a point for Aquinas. 1-1 tie. As Zielinski serves a floater, which goes too long. And Venice leads it 2-1. 3 points, 3 different serves. A little nervousness as they begin the state championship. That one is long, and it's tied up at 2 apiece. These two teams and coaches met before in state championship action. We'll tend to review that as we go along for the evening. Venice on the attack. Kill attempt through the block. Saved by Aquinas. Now they tap it down, but a nice diving play by Venice's Victoria Kaiser. Keeps the ball alive. There's a kill. Kamiko Bennett. And Aquinas leads this thing 3-2. Here comes the serve. At the net, the back set, the kill through the block, and it's down. So Venice gets the point. It's a 3-3 tie. Venice to serve, and just barely cleared the net. There's the kill, it's down. Or is it, it's out, I'm sorry, I thought it was down. So Venice takes a 4-3 lead. And now the green-clad Venice Indians will be serving. Matt Mueller on the serve, right in the middle of the serving line. At the net, ball through the block. They're going to have to get it over, which they do. Aquinas with the ball. There's a nice dig by Victoria Kaiser, and the kill attempt is apparently deflected, and it's going to be a point for Venice. 5-3, 5 serving 3. Matt Muller will serve. And it's down. So Aquinas will get an opportunity now to serve. It'll be 4 serving 5. There's the serve, a floater. It's down. It's an ace. That is Juanita Pedraza on the ace, and it ties up this set 5-5. Aquinas on the attack. There's a floater, almost another one. At the net, the kill attempt is going to be down for Holly Matt Muller. Matt Muller, the senior, and his sophomore sister who's also on the team. So Venice will now take over the serve, leading at 6-5. The substitution as Venice brings Holly Cabana back onto the floor. At the net, tap over, and we have a net violation. A point for Venice. 7 serving 5. Again, the serve for Yoder. Gotta get it over, and they do to get it to the back row. There's the set. The kill attempt is blocked right back down, but saved nicely by Jace. And now it's a point for Venice, as Aquinas couldn't quite catch up to it. 8 serving 5. Always important to get that first game as Yoder serves again. All the way to the back row. The set. The spike attempt is going to be too deep and deflected. Point goes to Bennett. Her second kill. And Aquinas gets the serve right back again. 6 serving 8. Serving is Bridget Bolano. Bolano, a senior for Coach Zielinski, will serve right from the middle of the serving line. And it's going to be an ace. And Aquinas pulls back to within 1. It's 7-8. Again, Bolano on the serve. The set at the net. Kill attempt is blocked back down. Lions with the point, and we are now tied at 8 apiece. Ready to serve once again is Bolano. Bolano gets it all the way to the back row. Spike attempt is dug out of that back row for St. Thomas Aquinas. Ball deflected at the net. There's the kill attempt, double blocked and wide. And Matt Muller gets her second kill. And Venice now leads it 9-8. Serving will be Holly Matt Muller. Almost got an ace. Nice dive to keep that alive by Pedraza. There's the ball over the net. Not Pedraza, I'm sorry. That is Anna Pedraza. That's right. At the net. The set. The kill attempt is deflected. And then down. 10-8. Venice has the lead in this Class 7A state championship matchup from the Silver Spurs Arena in Kissimmee. Holly Matt Muller ready to serve. At the kill is going to be the second one for Brooke Lyons. Aquinas gets the serve back again. 9 serving 10. Serving is Allison Belanger. At the net, the kill attempt double blocked right back to Venice, but they keep it alive. Get it over. Again, the back set and another kill. Lions with 2 in a row. Eleven, excuse me, 10-10 tie. There's the third hit And they got enough power to get it over. Accident a block at the net by Venice. Ball tapped over. Dug out by Cabana. And they try to get it over and can't do it. It'll be a violation for Venice, a point to Aquinas, who leads at 11-10. For Aquinas, that is their second lead. First one since 3-2. There's a floater that's out. That ties it at 11 apiece. And on the serve, it'll be Taylor Joss. All the way to the back row, where it's taken by Villano. Block at the net, saved by Venice. Aquinas with the kill attempt, and it's hit wide, and the point goes to Aquinas. That will be Brooke Lyons, and Aquinas takes the lead again. It is 12-11. Pedraza ready to serve. The libero right from the middle of the serving line. Sends it over the net. There's the set, the kill attempt. Dug out by Aquinas. Ball tapped over. Saved by Yoder. At the net, and there's a net violation. They just couldn't get it over. Point goes to Aquinas, who leads at 13-11. Back at the other end again, it's going to be Pedraza, the senior for the Aquinas Raiders. And that one's going to be wide. A point to Venice. Keeps it very tight. It's 13-12. Venice will serve. They'll bring in Victoria Kaiser. Kaiser, there are only 4 seniors on this team, and she's one of them. Gets a running leap. Barely clears the net. And the ball's going to be down. Not returnable for Aquinas. And that knocks the score up at 13 apiece. Again, Kaiser on the serve. Kaiser again floats it over the net. There's the set. The kill attempt. Dug out by Venice. At the net. Ball's still alive. Over the net. Deflection at the net. There's the set. The kill attempt. It's down. That's Beaumier. Beaumier with the point, and Venice leads it now 14-13. Three straight points now for the Venice Indians. Just barely gets that thing over the net. There's a big attempt, and the ball knocked over. Still staying alive with it. The set. Spike attempt. And another point. Beaumier with the third kill. 15 serving 13. Kaiser ready to go again. Neither team's taken a break so far. Neither team's really run a whole string of points together either. There's the kill. And that's going to be hit wide. And Lyons scores for Aquinas. They get the serve back, trailing it. 14 serving 15. There's the serve, the set, kill attempt, the left-handed kill attempt. Dug out by Aquinas and bumped over. There's a tap right back at him. At the net, and it's going to be a point for Venice. Now 16, serving 14. This is set 1 of the 7A championship. 2 teams played each won yesterday to advance to the finals. There's a kill block. Nice block. And a point for Holly Mattmuller. 17 serving 14. Again, Beaumier. Left-handed serve. At the net. They tap it over. The set by Venice. And a block wide. And a block results in a point. It's now 18-14. Venice has the lead. You know, Venice coming in with a record of 26-3. Aquinas at 21-3. Venice got here by beating Okeechobee 3 straight. Then they beat the defending state champions from Martin County, beat them 3-1. Then beat Steinbrenner, swept them 3 straight. Then yesterday in the semifinals they beat Buchholz. They were victorious 20-25, 25-20, 16-25, 25-19, then won game 5, 15-10. They were down 2-1, 2 sets to 1, and they ended up being victorious. Now we're ready to go again with Venice on the attack. Venice coach Brian Wheatley up on his feet, as is his counterpart, Lisa Zielinski, in her 28th year as a volleyball coach in the state of Florida. Beaumier on the attack. There's the almost a net serve. Kill attempt is blocked right back. And a point to Venice. That makes it 19 serving 14. And Beaumier once again. 4 straight points. Actually 5 straight points. And here's a violation. And a point to Venice. Now starting to roll. It was 15-14. Well, I guess it is 5 straight points. Now it's 20-14. And Beaumier once again. Jen Beaumier will go all the way to the far end. It'll be too long. That turns the serve back over to Aquinas. It's 15 serving 20. We mentioned these teams, not these teams, but these schools have won state championships before. Like they played each other once for a state championship. Ball bumped by Jace. Here's the kill attempt. Saved nicely by Bennett. At the net, the kill is through the block, but that's saved. And then knocked wide of the antenna. A point to Venice, who will get the serve back again, leading at 21-15. Lauren Matt Muller, the younger of the 2 sisters, ready to serve with the 6-point lead. And it's going to be an ace. Venice coming in here raring to go, leading at 22-15. And we have another timeout. That gives us a chance to tell you how Aquinas got this far. St. Thomas Aquinas out of Fort Lauderdale defeated Blanche Ely from Pompano Beach. Swept them pretty handily, 25-7, 25-7, 25-6. Then they went up against Monarch, swept them as well quite handily, 25-8, 25-7, 25-10. Then they beat Royal Palm Beach, not quite as handily, but they swept them too, 25-16, 25-18, 25-11. So they came to the state tournament having not lost a game, and they swept George Jenkins yesterday, 27-25, 25-21, 25-17. So St. Thomas Aquinas has not lost a set yet in postseason competition. So that tells you exactly how they got here as they fight for a state championship. So we're ready to go again with a 7-point lead. Venice has the lead and the serve. Here comes Matt Muller. Barely clears the net on it. And we have a net violation. A carry, actually. Point to Venice. And they're on the verge of taking set number 1. 23 serving 15. Once again, Matt Muller, the sophomore, on the attack. There's the serve. The set. The spike attempt is double blocked, but saved by Venice. battled for it on the Aquinas side. Venice on the serve, and it's blocked wide, and a point to Venice. So they're on the verge of taking set number 1, leading at 24-15. Venice volleyball state champs a couple of times. There's the serve, the set. The kill attempt is blocked, saved by Venice. They tap it over and down. They got the first set. Matt Muller with the point, and Venice takes set number 1, 25-15. Now the two teams will switch sides, and we'll get ready for set number 2.
The Oakland State High School Sports is an opportunity to play. It's contest official. Opportunity to available to both students and adults to get back to the sports of love by refereeing and umpire contests in a variety of sports, including volleyball. Visit FHSAA.org to learn how you can register as a contest official for the Florida High School Athletic Association.
Well, the first set goes to Venice. Actually, as it ends up quite handily. They had themselves a deficit to overcome. They were down a couple of times, once by a 13-12 score, but from that point on, they won 12 out of the next 15 points and ended up winning at 25-15. Well, on the webpage, you can find a place for you to purchase DVDs of this broadcast, the Class 7A State Championship. Just follow the route, and you can find yourself ordering as many copies as you would like of this and any other broadcast we may have here at the Florida High School Athletic Association network site. This is the 7A Championship. These two teams with quite a history. Back in the 90s, they both won state championships. St.Thomas Aquinas won their first one in 1995. They were the 5A state champions. They beat George Jenkins. At that time, it was the best 2 out of 3. They won 15-11, 16-14. That was under the old rules before they went to rally scoring. So St. Thomas Aquinas won a state championship in 1995. They've won another one since, and we'll kind of review that when we get an opportunity. Venice will lead off, and they almost get themselves an ace serve right off the bat. Venice going from our right to our left. There's a big save by Aquinas. There's the kill attempt, and that's going to be dug out of the back row by Villano. And dug out at the other end by Venice, and then wide. Point to Venice. 1. Or excuse me, point to Aquinas. 1-0, and there's a ball that's in. I had to wait for the official to give us the indication, but Lauren Matt Muller gets the point to tie up this second set, 1-1. And the way the first set started too, back and forth for a while until finally Venice, well, first Aquinas, and then Venice was able to open up a lead. Venice on the attack. There's the kill attempt, and it's down. Nikki Lyons and Brooke Lyons have 6 of their 8 kills so far. And Aquinas leads at 2-1. Ready to serve is Pedraza. The back set, the kill attempt through the block. Saved nicely by Villano. And then it goes long. Point to Venice is now 2-2. Venice to serve. Left-handed serve will be at the net. And it goes blocked right to a block. We have a carry for Venice. Point to Aquinas. And again, they're just going back and forth with the points. Aquinas leads at 3-2. Zielinski gets ready to serve, the junior. At the net, the back set, the kill attempt is blocked. Got to get it over here. Bumped by Kaiser. And they tip it down, but they tip it wide. Well, apparently a net violation anyway, and the ball goes to Venice. That ties us up at 3 apiece. Silver Spur Arena will be rocking on state championship night. There's a kill attempt that goes wide, and Venice scores again and makes it now 4, serving 3. Venice with the lead and the serve. Ball returned by Aquinas. Here's Venice on the kill. Blocked right down. Really give that point to Bennett. Bennett with the block and the point. And we're knotted up at 4 apiece. We'll be knotted up at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here comes Nikki Lyons on the serve just over the net. There's the set. There's the dig from behind. There's the tap over and down. No, they saved it. No, they didn't. Thought they had, but the official says no. Well, Venice gets another point. 5-4. Indians with the lead. Official a little slow on the whistle that time. So you can see some of the crowd here at Silver Spurs Arena. At the net. Kill attempt. It's wide. Or is that down? No, that was down as Belanger gets the point. And it's now a 5-5 tie. So now Aquinas will get the start, or get the serve. They'll bring in Juanita Pedraza to make the serve. Pedraza for the Raiders. A little question going on at the scorer's table, but now we're ready to go. A diving dig. Here's the kill again. Blocked right back to Venice. Over. Aquinas will get it down, but is it going to be wide? No, it's down. First of all, almost got knocked in the noggin, but he got himself in position to make the call. Nikki Lyons with their third kill. Aquinas now leads this one 6-5. First lead since it was 2-1. There's a kill attempt that goes wide, and all of a sudden Aquinas has a 7-5 lead. And Pedraza is still on the serve. At the net, the set, the tap over, and it's into the net. And a point to Venice. 6 serving 7. Venice ready to see if they can tie this up. Venice won the first set, 25-15. Ball at the net. There's the kill attempt that's blocked down. Nice dig. They kept it alive and then hit it wide. So Aquinas loses that point, and it's tied up again. 7-7. And that's an ace. Matt Muller with her first ace. And Aquinas has regained the advantage, or Venice has regained the advantage. It's 8 serving 7. There's a, nope, they were able to get that one over the net. Thought it was going to be an ace. There's a double block right down in front. Rick Lyons with the point. Aquinas ties this thing up at 8 apiece, and now we'll get the serve back. Kelvin F. at the Silver Spurs Arena. As Bridget Villano, a senior for Coach Zielinski, gets ready to serve. There's the kill attempt. And we have a net violation. And so the point goes to Venice. 9 serving 8. There's a diving dig by Bridget Villano. All alive. There's the double block, but it's wide. And Venice scores again to take another 2-point lead. Actually, I shouldn't say another 2-point lead. That's their first 2-point lead of this set. Leading at 10-8. Set number 2 after winning the first set 25-15. There's a kill attempt, and it's down. Allison Belanger. Nine serving 10. There's Belanger, who just got that last point. And they push it over. The back set, the kill attempt. Returnable and down. Lauren Muller. Venice gets the point. 11 serving 9 in the second set of the 7A state championship. Coach Zielinski up keeping stats and wandering the sidelines. As Victoria Kaiser gets ready to serve. There's a kill attempt. Bumped out of there by Venice. And the ball will be at the net for Aquinas. And down. Yep, it's down. No, it's going to be wide. It's going to be a point for Venice. 12 serving 9. Once again, Kaiser, the senior, floats it over the net. A block, another block, and it's down. The point goes to Aquinas. 10 serving 12. Talked about how Aquinas won the 1995 state championship. We have a little conference on the sideline, and apparently a timeout called by Aquinas. Aquinas also was in 5 years later in 2000 was the Class 5A runner-up, losing to Gainesville. By then it was best three. No, it's still best 2 out of 3 then. They lost 15-12, 6-15, 11-15 in Class 2000. Then in 2004 is when these two teams met before for the 5A championship, and St. Thomas Aquinas was able to win that one. By then there was the best 3 out of 5. They won 25-23, 24-26, 25-22, 19-25, and 15-4 in the 5th and final. So St. Thomas Aquinas has won 2 state championships and finished runner-up once, all in the last, last 17 years or so. They were winners of 2 state championships. As the timeout is over and we're ready to go again. 12-10, Venice has the lead after having won the first set, 25-15. And there's still some discussion going on the sidelines as Aquinas gets ready to serve. This will be Anna Pedraza. Pedraza, the libero, ready to serve. Back set, double block, and it's going to be a point for Aquinas. They're coming back. Now it's a 11 serving 12. There's the serve at the net. The set, the kill. It's down. Nice little placement by Lauren Mattmuller. 13 serving 11. The green-clad Venice Indians on top. At the net, there's the kill attempt. Blocked down and saved nicely by Venice. And then it's down on the kill attempt on the far sideline. Mattmuller with the point. And Venice is up by 3. That's their second 3-point lead of this set. Left-handed serve. And it's gone. It's too far. So much for the 3-point lead. It's now 12 serving 14. I want to welcome anybody who might be listening and or watching from other states. We have relatives from all over the place that are interested in how their family's doing. That's an ace. An ace serve by Zielinski. Now it is 12 serving 14. Is that right? I got, no, it's 13 serving 14. And now they've tied it up at 14 apiece. I'm sorry, it's 15-13. Venice with the serve. There's the double block, and it's down. A point for Aquinas. And here comes Aquinas to serve. Scoreboard says 15-15, but I don't think that's right. I think it's 14-15. They've been wrong for the last 3 or 4 points. Now they are figuring it out. Should be Venice leading 15-14. They're deciding what to do up there. There we go. No, now they have the wrong team leading. They have the right score, but they have the wrong team leading. And they're still trying to figure it out. I have Venice 15, Aquinas 14. On the scoreboard, it says the opposite. Now they're deciding what to do about it. Oh, we talked about how St. Thomas Aquinas has won state championships. Venice won the 5A state championship in 1998, beat Gainesville. Final there was 15-6, 15-11. That was 1 year after they were the 5A runner-up. Lost to Clearwater 12-15, 12-15. Well, they have Aquinas leading at 15-14. I do believe that is wrong, but we'll have to go with that. And whoop, now they got it right. Now they finally switched it. I knew they'd come around Daddy's way of thinking. That was right to begin with. There's the serve by Aquinas. Through the block and down. Now Venice leads it. 16-14. Trying to go up 2 sets to none. Danica Yoder to serve. There's the set. Kill attempt and just tapped it over. Did Bennett. There's a violation. Point 2. Aquinas. It'll be 15, serving 16. Checking in to serve. Juanita Pedraza. Looks over to Coach Zielinski and serves. There's the ball tapped over the net. The back set will tap over again, but this one's going to be playable, and then it's wide. And a point goes to Aquinas. And we're tied up at 16 apiece. Well, Aquinas hadn't been tied or led since it was 8-8. Now it's 16-16. At the net, the kill attempt. Dug out by Zielinski and over for a point. Aquinas leading at 17-16. Their first lead since 7-6. Going for a third consecutive point. St. Thomas Aquinas on the serve. There's the ball dug out of that back row. Ball tapped over. On the volley, here's the double block. Going to be playable for Venice. And a double block again playable. Couple of double blocks in a row. There's the third one, and it's returnable too. And finally on that one, it's going to be a net violation, a point to Venice. That makes it a 17-17 tie. As Venice will serve from the middle of the serving line. That'll be Holly Muller. And she'll get a running start on it and kick it long, hit it long. Point to Aquinas, leading at 18-17. Serving is Bridget Bolano. Bolano cocks the arm and ready to go. Kill attempt. Dug out by Pedraza. There's the kill attempt. Dug out at the other end. And that one is dug out again by Pedraza. And we have a whistle and a double hit. Point to Venice. It's now 18-18. So once again, Venice. The Indians of Coach Brian Wheatley on the serve. And that one dug out nicely by Yoder. And it's down. Kill number 1 for Holly Cabana. 19 serving 18. Venice with the advantage in set number 2. There's a kill attempt. We have a double hit. Point to Venice. 20 serving 18. At the net. There's the set. The kill attempt is over the blockers at the net. He'll now deflect it, and we have a whistle, and we have a net violation. Point to Venice. Four consecutive points. 5 consecutive points, actually. There's the set. And that one is dug out. Back set. Still nope. Nice dig by Bolano. Now Bolano gets it over the net. The set. Spike attempt. It's down. Another point for Cabana. Venice is up by 4. It's 18-22. We talked about how these two schools met for the 2004 Class 5A championship. Aquinas was the winner there, as we mentioned earlier. The very next year, though, Venice had its turn, becoming 5A champions, beating Childs 25-18, 25-18, 25-11, seemingly fairly handily. These two teams have already met once this year, earlier this season. It was the very early, as a matter of fact, it was Aquinas' 5th match of the year. And the Raiders lost 3-1 to Venice. So they're trying to rectify that and get a little vengeance. Venice, one of the better teams not only in the state, but according to Max Preps, they are ranked 25th in the nation. And they're out there, they're ready to go. There's Aquinas timeout, so they have to wait for the Raiders to get out of the huddle. As you can see right there, Jason's ready to serve. Here we go. 22-18. Venice trying to go up 2-0. A little bit of confusion on that side of the court, but Aquinas is able to get out of it. Ball to the net. Kill attempt. Playable by Venice. Kill. Dug out of the back, and then a point as they hit it wide. Lumiere with the point. 23, serving 18. There's the set. Kill attempt. Dinked over and down. So Brook Lyons gets a point. Well, that ends that streak. It was 6 consecutive points scored by Venice, but now Aquinas has to go on a run of their own, down by 4. Venice, and it is out. A point to Aquinas. It's 20, serving 23. St.Thomas Aquinas from Fort Lauderdale trying to mount a comeback. There's a double block kept alive, and on third hit, it's going to just barely clear the net. There's the kill attempt dug out, and then at the net, they're going to play it over as Villano gets it over. There's the kill attempt, and that one is down. Lumiere with the point. And we are at set point right here. Venice, 1 point away from going up 2-0. 24 serving 20. There's the serve, the kill attempt, and that was fairly easy actually by Lyons. So Thomas Aquinas is not done yet. 21 serving 24. They have to roll 3 consecutive points here, or it's all over for this set. On the serve, it's Anna Pedraza. The kill attempt, blocked wide, and the point, and the set goes to Venice. So they win the second one, not quite as handily as they won the first one. 25-21 Venice. The third set is coming up.
Don't begin to start on P9 Beach official FHSAA finals. Merchandise stand inside the stadium. Capturing side of FHSAA finals with official FHSAA finals merchandise. Also be sure to pick up your copy of the program for the 2012 FHSAA Girls Volleyball Finals.
No, pissing me off. None. None at all. Oh, and they're eating dinner, minding their own business, and you get a cork shoved up their ass. Pissing me off. I'm trying to follow the match, and statistically, I can't come up with anything. That's not fair. Nothing that you don't already know.
Hey, do you know
if I'm writing on reading online, I can't look at that. I have to wait for 20 minutes to get that. I appreciate it.
that should start affecting me and then
We got the next match too.
Well, can Venice make it a sweep? They're going to try right here as the two teams get ready to battle in set number 3. Venice taking the first two sets, 25-15, 25-21. And they're raring to go to see if they can take the state championship trophy home with them and deny Aquinas another state championship. Kelly Neff of the Florida High School Athletic Association championship broadcast team. Marty Paulman also part of that team as we cover the state championship for 2012. We're ready to go as they double check everybody that's out on the floor. And it'll be Aquinas to serve first. Allison Belanger. Well, if Aquinas is going to do it, they have to win 3 straight sets, which is very difficult to do. But then again, Venice is just one set away from winning 3 in a row, so I guess you can look at it that way and figure Aquinas has as good a chance as anybody might have. Belanger playing her final match as a Raider will serve, and we're underway for the 3rd set. There's a point. Ali Cabana. And Venice leads it 1-0. They were led by Holly Matmuller, had 25 kills yesterday. She had 5 here in this one. A floater over the net. The back set and a net violation. Point to Venice. 2-0. As the Indians are off to a good start in set number 3. There she is, Victoria Kaiser, ready to serve. Kaiser just barely floats it over the net. Ball at the net. The kill attempt is deflected by Aquinas, and that is in, just barely in, as Nikki Lyons gets that one. So Aquinas will get the serve. Trailing at 2-1. That's the libero Pedraza who's getting ready to serve. And the kill attempt by the left-hander, Venier, and that one's down. Nikki Lyons with the point. It's a 2-2 tie. Aquinas yesterday, well, Lyons had 18 kills yesterday. 44 total attempts, so she stays busy at that net.
I guess something happened here.
There's a point for the Indians. Matt Muller. That's Lauren Matt Muller. 3 serving 2. Venice with the lead and the serve. And they serve her right into the net. So we're all tied up at 3-3 again. As checking back in for Venice is Cassie Kazmersky. There's the set and the kill. Actually, they just tap it over. They're going to try it again. This one's down for a point. Matt Muller as Venice takes the lead. It is 4-3. Class 7A state championship. They start the first days of the tournament with the bigger schools, and they work their way down to the smaller schools. At the net. Nice job by Kaiser to keep it alive. Kill is going to be into the net. Point to Venice. 5-3. The Indians with the lead. Lauren Matt Muller, the sophomore, leading the way with 7 kills. There's the back set. And that kill attempt is long. That time Lyons couldn't get it down. And it's 6-3. Ready to go once again. Matt Muller on the serve. Line drive, and it's way too long. Point to Aquinas. Now it's 4 serving 6. Aquinas, the team in blue and gold. Ball pass from Kazmersky. Back down, blocked at the net. Back set, kills down. Boy, that was a powerful one. Kamiko Bennett. Now it's 5 serving 6. And the Raiders will serve again. There's the set. Killed, blocked through the block. They got it through the block. That's Matt Muller. Holly Matt Muller. Venice gets the point, 7-5. See, all the young ladies from Venice have V's on their right palms, their right wrists, actually. There's a kill. That's Bennett with her 5th kill. Aquinas gets the point and the serve. 6 serving 7. I guess they have it on both hands. Aquinas at 21-3. Venice at 26-3. And we have a double hit. Point to Aquinas, and we're knotted up at 7. First tie since 3-3. There's the serve. And that one is deflected and down. Point for Matt Muller. Venice leads at 8-7. And will now serve. In fact, that will be Holly Matt Muller to serve. There she is on your screen. Looks at the official, make sure she has the okay. And that one is going to be returnable, and then a double block. Oh, nice dig that time by J.S. Ball still alive. Double block, but through the double block and a point for Allison Blanchard. So Thomas Aquinas will get the serve, tied up at 8-8. Aquinas fighting for its life. There's the serve, goes all the way to the back row. And that one is going to be playable by Thomas Aquinas. There's the back set and the block. That one is going to be long. Point to Venice. Venice hasn't trailed. Well, they haven't trailed at all in this set. 9-8 now. The kill attempt is blocked and kept alive nicely by Venice. There's the kill. Nice dig. Good play by Yoder. At the net, there's one. Well, you can see that one coming. That is Brooke Lyons with the point. 9-9 tie. Aquinas to serve. Blanchard on the move. There's the kill attempt. That one's down. That was a nice play by Matt Muller. And Venice continues to lead. It is 10-9. Ready to serve is Blanchard. Blanchard, an outside hitter. Somebody's going to get a good one there. There's a set. Kill block through the block. Nice little power move that time by Nikki Lyons. And it's all knotted up at 10. Aquinas ready to serve. This will be Anna Pedraza. Set. The kill attempt is blocked. But a point as a net violation. A point goes to Venice. Well, Venice is in danger of falling behind for the first time in this set. But as it is, they lead 11-10. There's the block. Ball taken by Kaiser. With a net near point. 12-10. First 2-point lead they've had since it was 5-3. The left-hander to serve. The bump. There's the deflection at the net. Another kill attempt. Saved nicely by Aquinas, then hit long. Point Venice is now 13-10. That's the largest lead of this third set. You know, we're talking about someone getting a good outside hitter in Allison Blanchard. Bridget Bolano for Aquinas, who is also a senior, has already been offered a partial scholarship to the University of Tennessee, while Brooke Lyons, who leads them with 8 kills, has committed to Appalachian State. Hasn't signed yet, but has her eyes set on them. Well, Aquinas, we mentioned, has lost 3 times, but they've only lost once to a Florida opponent. And of course, that was Venice 3-1. We're ready to go again, as Venice will serve, leading at 13-10. There's the bump, and they push it over on third hit. The ball just pushed over. You don't expect those. You expect a set. but not a kill, but Yoder has her 4th kill. Now it's 14-10. Venice opening up a wide lead in set number 3, looking for a sweep. At the net, there's a block. Nice block on the far side. Venice keeps it alive. Another tap. And we have a double hit. Another point to Venice, 15-10. So they've scored 5 points in a row now. Pretty soon, Aquinas is really going to have a big road to home. There's a block and a point for Lauren Matt-Muller. Aquinas better watch out. They're getting buried. It's 16-10. Once again, there's Beaumier on the attack. There's a block. Ball kept alive by Venice. Set again through the block. There's the kill, but blocked right back. And Aquinas needed that point. Trusolino gets the point for Aquinas. 11 serving 16. Well, let's see how much of a run they have in them. See if they can get a whole bunch in a row here. Floater to the back line. The kill attempt. Is it down? Nope, it's going to be long. 16-12. Actually 12 serving 16. State Volleyball Championships. Florida High School Athletic Association. Back set, kill attempt, and it's down. Matt Muller. Well, that family's been busy. 18 kills for that family. A point to Venice, who leads it 17-12. Through the block and down. A point for Aquinas. Lions with it. Venice just hanging right in there. 13 serving 17. As Coach Zielinski makes a change, and here comes Elia McBean in to serve. Here's the tap over and down. Well, they found a hole there. Holly Matt-Muller and Venice now is only 7 points away from the state championship. Their first one since 2005. Young ladies, just kids then. There's a point for Aquinas' Bennett. They're not going down without a fight. It's 14-18. As the two teams just exchange points. Aquinas can't afford to do that. They're going to have to get a little run going here to get back into this thing. Spike attempt. It's the point. Holly Cabana's 4th kill. And it's 19-14. Venice with the lead. And they're only 6 points away from taking home the trophy. Here's Holly Matt-Muller. Playing her last match as an Indian. There's a kill. Well, they made that look easy. 20-14, and there's a timeout called. St. Thomas Aquinas has a long road to hoe right now, as they've got themselves down 20-14 in this third set after Venice won the first 2 sets, 25-15, 25-21. Remember, you can purchase a DVD or 2 or 3, any you want. Just guide your way right through the webpage and order as many as you want to order. They're available. I want to thank our production and camera crew as well, doing the job here this evening. Lisa doing all the production work, or at least most of it. Marcel and Jade on the cameras. Here's the point at the net. And the spike attempt is double blocked right back to Venice. Keeping it alive is St.Thomas Aquinas. There's the set. Still attempt. And it's through the block and down. Now it's 21-14. Coach Wheatley looks pretty excited over there at the net. And a net violation. Actually, they just missed the hit. And it's 22-14. Oh, those girls on the sidelines are getting all excited there. They're just ready to explode. Ready to serve is Matt Muller, the senior. And nearly got an ace out of that. Still attempt. And that one is going to be, well, they're going to be able to save it. Yes, they are. That gets a big cheer from the fans. There's a kill. Brookline said, well, enough of that. 15 serving 22. 4 points in a row there for Venice. Big points. Aquinas just has to have a run here. They just have to keep alive. There's the serve. And the kill attempt is down. They're getting closer and closer. 23-15. 2 more points. Look at the fans go, huh? There's the tap over and down. No, it's wide. Is it wide? That violation. Point to Venice. Here we go. State championship point, possibly right here. Can Venice get it? And nope, it's going to go to Aquinas. Well, they're still alive, but they have to have 8 straight points. If they don't have 8 straight points, this thing's over. Ready to serve is Belanger. There's the bump, the set, the spike, and it's dug out. Here's Aquinas on the attack, blocked down. A state championship right there. Look at it all piling on after Venice wins it 25-16 to take a sweep in the Class 7A state championship. 25-15, 25-21, 25-16. A bunch of happy young green-clad ladies there. That's your Class 7A state champion. The Indians from Venice over the Raiders from St. Thomas Aquinas. Taking it 3 in a row to win their first state championship since 2005 and their 3rd state championship overall. So there's your 7A state champion, winning it in 3 straight. The Indians of Venice over the Raiders of St. Thomas Aquinas. From the Silver Spurs Arena, I'm Kelly Neff.